So with this Bitcoin DeFi boom that's happening now, all of a sudden, there's a fragmentation issue. And this is also a hot topic. With so many BTC variants out there, what challenges does this pose? And how is persistence.one addressing these challenges?
Yeah, so I mean, as I mentioned, there's like many teams now building a layer 2 or a sidechain or a roll up on top of Bitcoin, which is awesome to see. Like there's so much innovation and everyone kind of has a different focus point, a different kind of value proposition. One will offer like faster transactions, the other will offer cheaper transactions, the other will more secure. Like they all have like their own sort of set of trade-offs. Now everyone is in a way trying to solve different problems, and like every kind of sidechain layer 2 building their own ecosystem. Many of these want to obviously become the biggest. There's only one who's going to be the biggest. There's going to be probably a few winners in this space. But what it does, it's kind of in a way creating a bit of fragmentation within the industry. Everyone fighting for their own ecosystem. Many of these ecosystems also have created their own BTC variant, and it's actually even wider than that. You don't even need to have an ecosystem to have a BTC variant. There's also projects that just bring BTC variants without having a sidechain. So when I talk about BTC variants, it's like Wrap BTC, I think, is the most popular one at this point, which has its own like set of challenges, I would say. But then there's other ones, like, for example, I mean, you have the more centralized one where you have like Binance has their stable form of BTC, or they have their form of BTC. You have Coinbase that is coming out now with their form of BTC, like projects like Merlin Shade, they have Merlin BTC. You have Stacks, they'll come out with Stacks BTC. You have FBTC, you have TBTC. There's so many forms of BTC, right? And as a user, it's very hard to actually interchange these forms of BTC. It's relatively easy to go from BTC to that specific form of BTC that you want to go to, but then to kind of go back to BTC and kind of go back to another asset is very tricky. And so how I see it in the space is like this fragmentation is going to hurt in a way DeFi, where in DeFi we are all about interoperability. We're all about composability of different systems, whether it's on the same chain or in the same ecosystem or not. I think it's very important for users to be able to swap from BTC variant A to BTC variant 2. And so that's a problem that is currently out there. It's almost like it's possible, but it takes a long time. You typically have to run from one chain and go through the main layer Bitcoin, which is not built for this because it's slow. It's kind of takes a while for the confirmations to come in, to then kind of go back to this different asset. And that's where we come in. That's really a problem that we're solving. How we do it, I mean, we can get into that, I think, in the future or in the next couple of questions, probably.
Definitely. And I'm just so glad that you recognize with persistence.one, and it must be a company mindset, that it's a usability issue. The whole reason Bitcoin DeFi is so valuable is that it's such a large potential market cap or market share that could be participating in TVL, total value locked, in the Bitcoin DeFi applications that are starting to emerge. But if the user has to fumble around, unwrapping an asset, wrapping an asset just to use these different applications, well, then you sort of lost that user, and there's a high likelihood they're not going to complete their journey. So really important that you guys really get that concept and have, strive to solve it with your solutions.